Dive into one of the best flavor combos ever with these chocolate orange cupcakes. They start off with an orange infused vanilla cupcake and a chocolate sauce center. They're topped with a tall swirl of fluffy chocolate buttercream, drizzled with some more chocolate and topped with a chocolate coated candied orange slice. Let's begin with those candied orange slices. We're going to be adding some water and granulated sugar to a wide but tall fry pan, and we're going to be adding a little bit of orange juice for flavor. Give that a gentle stir and let it come to a gentle simmer. Now I'm going to be slicing up some orange slices using my mandolin. If you're using one of these, you want to be careful. Luckily, I didn't cut myself because I used the guard. Now, if you don't have one of these, you can just use a sharp knife to carefully cut your oranges into about 5mm thin slices. Not too thick, not too thin. These are going to go in that simmering syrup that we've just created, and we're going to let them simmer away on low heat for about 30 to 40 minutes. You want to keep an eye on these because depending on how high your heat is or how strong your stovetop is, the caramel might start browning, and you definitely want to avoid that. You can see that the syrup has thickened quite a lot. We are going to take these out using some thongs. You don't want to use your fingers because this syrup will burn you. Transfer these to a cooling rack and we're going to let them set at room temperature. Once they have set and cooled, they're going to be actually quite stiff, like candy. And we're going to be coating half of it in some melted dark chocolate. Pop these onto a baking tray lined with some baking paper and let them set until they're completely hardened. Let's move on to our orange vanilla cupcakes. To a large mixing bowl, you're going to add some butter, some caster sugar, and you're going to mix that using an electric handheld mixer until it's pale and fluffy, about 3 minutes. Then you're going to add 1 large egg and beat that in. Scrape down your bowl before you add some salt, Greek yogurt, vanilla extract, and mix that until it's well combined. Next, we're going to add half of our all-purpose flour, along with our baking powder, all of that, and half of our milk. Then we're going to add some oil and we're going to mix that in. Then we're going to add the remaining flour and milk. Adding these half at a time makes it easier for everything to get mixed in really well. The final thing we want to do is add some orange zest and some orange juice. This is going to make our cupcakes taste so amazing. And by the way, your kitchen is going to smell really incredible. I've got a cupcake tray, which is a 12-hole cupcake tray. To this, I'm going to add some white cupcake liners. You can use any color you like, but this is what I'm using today. And by the way, my cupcake liners are grease-proof ones. I'm going to use an ice cream scoop to scoop my butter into my cupcake liners. This makes the process much easier. It also makes sure that everything is filled exactly the same amount, 3/4 of the way, and it means that everything bakes at the same time. Once you've filled them all 3/4 of the way, we are going to bake these on 140 degrees Celsius for 40 minutes. Once they're finished baking, let them cool down on a cooling rack, and let's move on to making some glorious chocolate sauce. Add some dark chocolate, some butter, and heavy cream to a microwave safe bowl. We're going to microwave this for 30 seconds at a time, stirring each time until it's nice and smooth. Set this aside to cool at room temperature, and we're going to move on to making our chocolate buttercream. We're going to start off with another ganache, so add some dark chocolate and heavy cream to a microwave safe bowl. Repeat the process of melting in the microwave and set it aside to cool at room temperature. You want to make sure this is cooled before you add it to your frosting, otherwise it'll melt your frosting. For our frosting portion, we're going to add some unsalted butter to a large mixing bowl. We're going to beat that until it's fluffy and pale, about 3 minutes. Then we're going to add some vanilla extract and some powdered sugar. And we are going to beat this for another 3 to 5 minutes until it's really pale and fluffy again. Scrape down your bowl and add your cooled down ganache. Use your electric hand mixer to mix this for another couple more minutes until it's really fluffy and glorious. You want to make sure that you do scrape down the bowl at least once after the chocolate's gone in to make sure everything mixes evenly. Our cupcakes have baked, they've cooled, and we're ready to decorate. We're going to core the center and fill it with some of that chocolate sauce. I've popped mine into a squeeze bottle, which makes this process much easier. We're going to fit the end of our piping bag with an open star tip and frost a swirl of frosting on top of each cupcake. Drizzle it with some more chocolate sauce, and you can finish it off with those candied orange slices. If you would like to try this recipe and print it out, it's available for free on my website. Go and support the website by visiting and clicking on the link down below in the description box. I would love for you guys to go check it out. There's loads of great recipes on there. I've also got some great recipes on Scran right now that you can check out for free. So click on those after you're done with this video. Thank you so much for spending time with me in my kitchen. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you all on the next episode of the Scran Line.